Morning Ipoh, selamat pagi Ipoh, ciao changan Ipoh, Assalamualaikum Ipoh, Sastrikal, Kopuyasian, and welcome. This morning, in the inaugural session of the radio, television, Bandara Ipoh, you are watching right now Morning Ipoh with KT, which means MIKT. This morning, with the blessings from the Lord Mayor, Datuk Rumaizi Baharin, and all the senior officers and the staff of Majlis Bandara Ipoh, this is definitely a very good platform going online to ensure that the whole residents of Ipoh in Perak, including the globe, is able to tune in into this incredible channel every Thursday. And this morning, I'm given the honor to interview a very special friend of mine, a multi-talented individual from Ipoh who wears many hats. Let's welcome Mr. Harry Seggu.
Thank you, Katie, for having me here today, and also to the City Mayor of Ipoh, Datuk Rumaizi, for inviting me here.
This morning, Harry, who's actually an author, an educator, an entrepreneur, director of EdQuest International School, and the founder of G-Funnel, which is an e-commerce platform for individuals to start their digital business. There's lots to talk about Harry, but let's beginning back into the basics of your life. Where were you born?
I'm born in Ipoh, Katie, so it has been my hometown ever since.
Fantastic. And your primary schooling?
Primary school, I was in Lasal. Yes.
Then you went to further education overseas?
Yes, I went to the UK to get my law degree, and then I came back soon after to contribute back to my city of Ipoh.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And Harry, I've seen, wow, your talents in online media platform. Can you tell me what are your hobbies and interests?
My hobbies, I read a lot. Okay, reading has been something very close to my heart, because I believe that reading helps one develops his own ideas and also your own self. You know, apart from that, I'm also into martial arts.
Wow.
Yes, so I'm trained both in karate and aikido.
Karate and Aikido. Wow. And I always like to ask about martial arts and the belt that you get. Did you get a rainbow belt or a red belt?
No, I obtained a third degree black belt in both arts and kung.
Incredible. Fantastic. And Harry, we know that recently in the online media platform, it is going abuzz with an incredible video called City of Millionaires. I guess many people have watched it, and what actually inspired me was your journey that's looking into a Ipohite, a person who is born here, a person without any funding or without any help for others, that you came in with your noble heart to talk about this incredible video, the shooting of the video. Can you share with us how long it took you, how you managed to find the talents, what inspired you to begin this City of Millionaires, which basically, I can tell you that Datuk Bandar, Datuk Rumaizi Baharin, has actually commented as a very positive, a very incredible, action-packed video. Please explain that.
Thank you, Katie. Well, the idea came about 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago. It was supposed to be a personal video where I wanted to share my own personal story about myself in Ipoh, but then as I was shooting the video scene by scene, it evolved into something bigger and greater, and I decided to get volunteers. You know, as a community-based project, I decided to get a few volunteers to star in that video as well, and it was a documentation of my city, Ipoh, you know, going back to the City of Millionaires, because we were once known as a City of Millionaires during the tin mining era, and to put Ipoh on the world map, you know, I thought this would be a great idea, because it's a lot of tourists that come by and they just bypass Ipoh from KL to Penang. So Ipoh hasn't received that much of justice, and I decided to put Ipoh on the world map once again.
Perfectly explained. Right. I'm telling you, if every Ipohite thinks like Harry, this will be the city that people won't call the city of retirement, a city of pit stop, a city where you come and eat and you go, because Ipoh, believe me, because I was born in Ipoh, I'm bred in Ipoh, this is one of the most beautiful places to stay in the whole world. And I believe with Harry's intention, this will give us an initiative to other Ipohites or Parakians being born in this wonderful state of Perak, to inspire, not just to wait for the local government or local council or local authorities to do their part. I believe this is teamwork at its best, where now with the existence of online, we are able to think out of the box, we are able to capture the minds and the incredible ideas of many others. I hope the youngsters who like to have your own videos and cameras will actually be the one who's looking forward to know what to do after seeing one of Harry's videos. And I wanted to ask you, Mr. Harry Seggu, what is the duration you have taken to complete this video?
It took me about 1 year, 1 year and a half.
Wow.
You know, and I had some setbacks as well because in between my mom fell ill, then she passed on after that. So I had to halt the project for a little while before continuing again.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Harry. My condolences on the passing of your mom, followed by your dad. That didn't stop you.
No,
That didn't stop you from your dream. And what I like was the part where you had the different races speak a different language, like especially Seggu, about eating. And we know that this is the incredible initiative that we have done. And can I just ask you, what do you think are the hits now in YouTube?
On a daily basis, we make about 1,400 views.
Wow.
Yeah, so it has gone viral, so I'm quite happy with that. Right, you know, so a lot of people are getting to know Ipoh in more detail, and this is just the beginning. And as you mentioned that there's a lot of languages that were featured, I think this is part, not just being a person from Ipoh, being a Malaysian. You know, I think we should project that we are a multiracial country, you know, with many races, many cultures, many kinds of ideas that we have here, you know, so people should embrace one another. You know.
So, City of Millionaires, races, faces, ages and places put together.
Exactly.
Wow, truly incredible. I also understand, Harry, that you are a person who doesn't rest on your laurels. You will keep going forward as an educator. I've been to your school, Edquest International School, and frankly speaking, I'm also lecturing there on public speaking courses. Believe me, as an Ipohite, as a Malaysian, we are staying in a wonderful country. A country that we can learn different languages, a country where we can embrace each other, and that is where I want to ask you, Mr. Harry, what does G Funnel do as a founder?
Okay, G-Funnel is a software as a service platform, okay, where we offer an e-commerce service to individuals who want to start their own online business. You know, part of what the video, the City of Millionaires, which you saw, so part of the idea, the aim is to also promote Ipoh as an education hub, as a hub for leisure, and also an international hub for digital entrepreneurs. So most entrepreneurs, I mean digital nomads, you find them in Bali, you find them in Chiang Mai. But my idea is to make Ipoh a digital hub for entrepreneurs as well. Because I mean, we have all the resources that we need. We've got a lot of hidden talents, you know, we've got a lot of hidden gems, the food is good, the weather, the people, they're friendly, you know, so why not make Ipoh an international hub?
Well said. As mentioned clearly by Mr. Harry Seggu, it is all in the mind of how we're able to take a dream into reality, and this is where we would like to request persons who have left Ipoh, who are staying outstation or overseas. There's no boundaries when it comes to online, where even radio, television, Bandara Ipoh, I believe, is the first local council in Malaysia to take the step forward to go online, especially after the COVID pandemic. We know that the business right now will be focused on this. So regardless of any age that you go through, nothing is impossible. We make the impossible possible by getting all the Ipohites, and I, as the host this morning, KT Pillay, would like to request lots of our buddies out there who are thinking and pondering what to do, is for you to restart, for you to rejuvenate, and for you to think what you're able to do, especially in year 2020 and beyond. Harry Seggu, I know you're a person who studied law and who has got an interest in education, a person who was trained in martial arts. An otter. Wow. Your mind must be mind-boggling. Your mind, I think, works like a RM, project man, where you put everything in and you think every day what you can do to come forward. And let me just tap your mind as a Ipoh height. What will be the perspective, the angle, the focus of your next video in planning?
Well, the first one I think is to create awareness and to educate people on personal development. That'll be one. And then secondly, also to promote Ipoh, my city that I love, okay, about the hidden gems and treasures that we have within Ipoh. And thirdly, also to promote digital entrepreneurship online. So these are some of the areas that I'm working on right now, and also the historical areas and food, among other things that we have as Malaysians, in Ipoh itself.
Incredible, Harry, because I believe the Mayor, Dr. Rumaizi, had also discussed with me about the angle we're going to have, that is on homestay, on hotels, on tourism, and also about food, because we know that in Ipoh and in Perak, we have the best food. We call it heaven on earth. This is Radio Television Bandarai Ipoh with Morning Ipoh with Katie, M.I. Katie, and we go right now for tap mode. Tap means take a break. Thank you.
With curiosity comes the need to seek adventure. The memories you choose to keep are solely yours to create, and only you have the power to do so.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Wonderful adventures like this taught us to be thankful for what we have. It gave us a different perspective of everything we see. This adventure is the memory we chose to create. An adventure begins at home.
Welcome back, viewers, to Radio Television Bandara Ipoh, RTBI, with Morning Show with Katie. Well, we took a short break just now, Harry. I think that's a
Yes.
good breather for us to just sit back, relax, and ponder on a city that we all love, which is called Ipoh, a very short and nice name, which is known throughout the world. Therefore, both of us are born in Ipoh. We know that we love Ipoh, right? And I would like to inquire from Harry, what do you think Ipoh Heights as a whole should do, especially the younger generation? What would be your advice?
Well, I think there's a lot of opportunities here in Ipoh. You know, we have gone from tin mining, now we're moving into talent mining. Okay, I've had lots of friends. I mean, this is the general perception that I get from people. You know, there's nothing in Malaysia, there's nothing in Ipoh. You know, why don't you leave to another country? There's more opportunities there. That's the common talk that people have. But I do believe, you know, like they said, the grass is greener on the other side. But the grass is greener where you fertilize it. See? So there's a lot of opportunities here, which I personally think that we, as citizens of this country and also of Ipoh, we should put in our own initiative to make this city a much more dynamic city. You know, and opportunities are endless. And if you look at Ipoh now, there's lots of things coming up, new business hubs, new schools. You know, it's a place for tourism. New developments are coming up. So if you are going to leave this city, you are leaving voids of opportunities here. So why not use this opportunity to fill in the voids and make this place a better place?
I totally agree, Harry, like what you mentioned, the golden opportunities offered to me to travel to a bigger city, to even move overseas. But we are actually looking into passion. What will our passion be when we grow old? Where do you want to call home? And I believe Ipoh, as you can see, if you don't believe me, if you discover Ipoh yourself, you fall in love. And as an Ipohite, I'm also respecting City Council for the idea of controlling the development and trying to make it a green city and having bicycle lanes, Taman DR Siniwasagam, and even Gunung Lam. And in your video in City of Millionaires, there were many questions asked by viewers. Hey Katie, at this particular time spot, where is this place? And I say it's Gunung Lam. And how far is it? 3.5 to 4 kilometers away across Jalan Kolakangsa. And this is what we call Ipoh is YTD, yours to discover. You have to discover Ipoh to love it. And both Harry and I, we can be your tour guide. You want to know more about Ipoh, we are there to assist you. And there are so many interesting things that we know, like halal dim sum. It comes to you from a good friend Celine Tay, which I hope to interview one day and ask her how she became the idea of a local Chinese cuisine, which is called dim sum, and making it into a halal pot and exporting overseas. Hey, this is made in Ipoh. We have also a special Yao Pang, which is halal, right? Which is done by Yihap, Michelle. These are the names. And don't forget, Tan Sri Michelle Yeoh. Hey, we're so proud. Yeah, Michelle Yeoh has made such a great name across the boundaries, across the countries, globalist world, that she still come back to Ipoh and calls it heaven on earth because the food here is just amazing and awesome, right? Harry, looking as an Ipohite, you have spoken about your passion for this, right? What you think should be done. And my next question will be, what do you think will be the future of Ipoh to come? What do you want to envisage Ipoh as? You want it to be a city like KL, Hustle and Bustle? You want a city to be like Penang or like Melbourne? What is your idea of Ipoh?
Well, Ipoh, it's a green city, as you can see. I like the natural surroundings that we have, you know. It's a place where you can rest, relax, you can chill, you know. But what I see of Ipoh is to make it a digital hub. You know, for example, like at Quest International School is one of the first digital schools in Ipoh Perak, you know, where we have digitized education to personalize it for each and every child. You know, at the same time also I like to make Ipoh a digital hub for entrepreneurs. You know, so we need to invite more talent back. You know, and not only invite more talent back, but also to groom local talents so that Ipoh will be the international hub of the world for digital enterprises. So that is how I see Ipoh growing in the future. You know,
Truly amazing. You have actually earmarked Ipoh in a way that is what I would like it to be.
yes.
Okay?
And adding to that as well, if you know that Ipoh is also the king of bean sprouts.
Yes.
You know, so a bean sprout is grown from a seed. So why don't we use that concept, that metaphor of planting your ideas where you are and nurturing it so that it grows into something great. And that's how my idea came about with the sprouter as well. You know.
Oh yeah, the
Yes,
sprouter.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's been
Meaning-
running for 10 years now.
Wow.
You know, so lots of projects are coming up with the sprouter as well. So, you know, that's another platform that you should look forward to as well.
I know in Ipoh and in Perak, there are many individuals who think like Harry Seggu, but they just get stuck because they cannot find a way to express their opinion. I always say, use the platform of YouTube and online to discover yourself. You never know, because right now, the money and the awareness and the publicity will definitely be the online way. Gone are the days where we read books or we look at particular advertisements and so forth. This is the way for us to move forward in the new norm. And even Harry, has embraced online activities. There is the Zoom meetings we go to, right? There is ideas that we want to make sure that we understand. And I always believe this: education and learning new things is a never-ending process till the day we leave the world. But I believe, again, Ipoh with all the attractions, with Sampotong Cave, Perak Cave, we have the Haven over there, we have Sunway City, we have so many attractions that it doesn't become a pit stop anymore. It is not a city for retirement, right? It used to be a city of millionaires, but let us make this a city of incredible talents that we can come together from different races, that we put in our incredible thoughts, and I believe Ipoh will definitely be a clean city, a smart city, and the partnership will continue to move on. Not just Ipoh, but Perak as a whole. Because Harry, my idea is to move on to small kampungs and villages to look into all the incredible hidden treasures that we don't see, that we can discover here. We don't need to travel overseas. We just have to ensure that in our backyard, in our own silver state, we're able to discover it to the maximum. So as a conclusion, Harry Seggu, I would like to ask you another fantastic question. The question is, how are you going to put in education? How are you going to put in online business? How would be your idea of G funnel, right? Enterprising up to make it a successful platform that everybody can use and understand easily.
Yeah, I think that's where Project Sprouter comes in. So under Project Sprouter, G Funnel will come in, AdQuest International will come in. So it will be an entire ecosystem, you know, to create awareness, to put forward education and entrepreneurship, you know, to help those in Ipoh to build a successful enterprise. And like you said as well, you know, Ipoh has got lots of talents, and not many people know as well, Ipoh was also the home of 2 successful international movies. One was 50-50 and the other one was Anna and the King, which starred Chow Yun-fat and Jodie Foster. So many of the younger generation, they haven't got a clue or realized that these movies were shot here, you know, in your own hometown and city. So things like this, we can be an attraction for many things. So it's just about getting and putting yourself forward, you know, with the right ideas.
Yes, well defined, fantastic, and the ideas which comes from a sprouter of a bean, of a seed, that can grow and expand into incredible happiness. Well, in conclusion, I believe we have spoken, Mr. Harry, for the past 30 minutes or so, And I believe that my humble opinion and the idea of what a resident in Ipoh can do is not ask what the council or the government can do for you, but how you as an individual person is able to contribute on a noble scale. Like Harry Seggu coming up with the City of Millionaires, the idea of nobility is to expand the awareness of Ipoh to the whole world. And I have friends from Australia and Canada sending me back that video to show the pride of being a Ipohite before. Even though they have migrated overseas, they never forget the roots. The roots are so important, it's embedded in you. Like what Harry said, from the seed comes the incredible toil of success, the toil of us together as Malaysians for us to move forward. I believe radio, television, Bandara Ipoh, RTBI, with Morning Talk with KT will continue to move on as we bring in celebrities, we bring in persons from different interests and field for us to share and care, for us to expand the knowledge, and for us to move forward. With that, I believe, Mr. Harry, thank you very much for being here this particular morning, spending time with us here, sharing with us your ideas and your vision, and we will look forward to the next RTPI talk show. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay harmonious. We as Malaysians, we know that this is an incredible country of different races, faces, places, and ages come together, and this is what we call home. Therefore, we'll see you again at the next week's program with another celebrity. In the meantime, take care and terima kasih.